here in a timely manner. Just 2 minutes to go as we are currently on server 1. So someone asked Kel server or Quell server. My French is not that good, but I think that means which server. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we are casting server uno. What is one in French?
Alright, warm-up has ended, so I guess we're gonna go live now already? Or do we... Turbo?
Yeah, hello, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well,
are we live already? Because it's not 4 yet.
No, it's not live, because we're starting at 16. Okay. Yeah. So, what does one mean in French? Uno,
or
deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six, sept, huit, neuf, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19. I don't know, man. Something like that. I think I missed some numbers there, but
yeah, it's close, yeah.
But yeah, je n'ai compris parler français, and yeah, I'm not speaking French. I'm speaking German, and I'm able to speak a little bit of English. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, but we're gonna start in just 1 minute by the looks of it, as the favorite here, Hugo, is coming onto the server. So very, very fast player, has 3 out of the 6 WRs they're here. And looking to see him winning this one. As we have a different point repartition here, we can see 50, 40, 38, 35, 32, 29, 26, 23, and then I think down to 2 intervals till the 16th position. So no MotoGP point system, which usually is used for those kind of situations, but also a first place that is really, really powerful, with 10 points of a gap between first and second.
Are we live now?
Nope.
Or no? Okay.
I think they're going to restart. I mean, you can still see the points, and
yeah, exactly. They also say it in the chats.
Yep. So, oh my God, what is he doing? So I think Talatika.
Oh, good parking job.
Your French is good. I mean, I just counted, so I think this is not.
Well, it's pronunciation, which is pretty good.
Wait, what? My pronunciation is good. Oh my
I mean,
God.
yeah, you can completely pronounce them completely wrong if you don't know. Like, yeah, so it's pretty good.
Well, I mean, I listened to a lot of Zerator, and also I was in a French team, and therefore I'm able to understand quite a bit of French, actually. But I cannot speak it, so that's the problem. I can understand a bit. Also, like,
ooh, Hugo.
Yeah. Also, when I see or when I hear French cast, I know what's going on, you know. But I just know it from the context. But hey, we are live now. Good luck. 8 players are making it through here. So we have the top 32 combined. And yeah, we are on server 1. And I'm joined again by none other than eFFecT. Hello.
Hello. So we're starting on map Talladega by Nixotica, being a fun-styled map, or that's what the Cup calls this map. It's a fun-styled map. So we already have a special
oh my God.
quarter. Yeah, okay, that one guy died. Yeah, at the start we have a jump where we have to go through the ring CP, go back down, then go over some ice section. Then we have to jump up, drive backwards with this forced cam, then hit a reset block to jump back down, and then it's like the first tricky part, let's say. And then the rest of the map has some dirt, some tarmac, and finally having a very precise finish jump, risky finish, to finish off the map. So it's more about the start where you can gain or lose a lot, and also a bit in the end.
Yeah,
but
indeed.
if you're normally like a decent driver on dirt or tech, then you shouldn't have too many issues driving the middle part of the map.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, the start looks very, very hard to do. Also, to keep the gear just after the reset block, where you fall down from the reactor boost down, which interacts as a magnet. But hey, let's go into the first round. We have 1 warm-up per map, and then 4 live rounds on 3 maps. I'm gonna follow Hugo here to see how he's doing. Oh, Hugo. Let's do the pronunciation. The French Ray, who's betting out with Hedra, who we have apparently a match against at the TTCS. Hugo's currently in first. Very, very good transition. Look at that. So you can see the cam here, but Hugo's already 0.2 ahead of Colejo, who is, I mean, he's not Mexican, who is battling out with Header, but Header with a beautiful dirt section there going into P number 2. So who's getting that 40 pointer here? Oh, definitely Hugo not, because he made the mistake. I was thinking that he will definitely get himself the 50 pointer straight away, but that was not a good start for Hugo, as Hedra is in first now, and Colejo gets overtaken actually by Sam here in the ending maybe, but Colejo with the inside ending, and it's enough here. 7,000s between them. Hedra in first, 0.3 of a lead, and then Sam, Hugo, and I think Nick Sorby has gotten himself the 5th position, but there you can see it's going pretty like rapidly downwards here with the points, so you really want to land in the top 5.
Yeah, that first position has like a 10-point gap, so if you get first, then you're already having a point gap of 10 points in front of second position, so it's definitely worth it, because after that it's like 2 or 3 points per position down. We currently see Hedra in first position. Driving quite fast, takes this reset very well. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't think he touched the resets that well, so he had to respawn there, so that's very bad for him. Currently we see Hugo in first place. So yeah, it's quite important to actually hit that reset block, because if you go a bit too early and you don't touch it properly, then yeah, then you still have the reactor boost, which is going to give you an issue of falling down. But Hugo currently in first place, 0.2 of a second in front of Sam. Sam trying to catch up. Might be possible if he has a really good ending. But yeah, it's all going to be in the ending last turn ahead. Hugo gets the finish jump very well. Sam coming a little bit maybe closer, but still not enough. But then after Sam, there is more than half second point gap for third place. That's Tetayak. And then it's, well, then it's another half second after that. So it's quite big gaps on this map. Hugo and Sam being quite close, but yeah, Sam not being close enough to overtake Hugo.
Yeah, actually a player that we have seen by the name of Teteyak, so we have seen him in the first round. Very good player and also good performance, but yeah, you named it. You just have to drive like rather safe here, but you can see this transition here. I was actually
Rin.
eyeballing Rin here as well, and Rin just completely dying because he has just a very, very bad alignment. Maybe he had to steer, but yeah, now making it. But that's a Monker steer and a half, actually. What is he doing? But yeah, he has to go backwards. So let's go with Hedra and Hugo here for that top 2 battle. So you really want to land and nail this flip, which can be a little bit arbitrary in some extent here, because this flip has not the same outcome every time. Hugo goes for the attack here, inside approach, had to release though, so Hedra is extending his lead and will stay in first position, as both had a very, very similar ending line, but a 54.73 is a good time. But there you can see Hugo and Hedra both with a sub 56, and then there's a huge gap again between Sam, the only player with a 56 time, and then Dream, and yeah, a player that I cannot read because it's top 5 is... Yeah, I mean, it's correlating there. But hey, you get the point here. You just have to drive safe.
Yeah, the gaps are quite large on this map. I suspect it's going to be a bit less in the next 2 maps. But yeah, in this one, yeah, the start makes a big difference, especially like trying to land on that reactor boost. Very important to land flat, otherwise you will have a hard time adjusting your car to drive backwards. So currently we have Hydra in first place. Hydra, yeah, currently in first place. Not sure who's in second. Hugo is in second, and yeah, Hugo seems to be a bit too far back. So unless he really pushes it or Hydra makes a mistake, then I think Hydra is again going to get this round as well. But Hugo is coming closer. He has more speed, but it's all going to be in the ending. Hugo with a bit of a more outside line, but Hydra enough speed still to make the finish jump, and still will secure the first place. Hugo coming closer, at least in that in one of the last turns, with a 0.1 of a second behind Hydra, and then we have Sam almost half a second behind Hugo. And yeah, actually Sam was very close to Rin. I'm not sure. Have you seen that? What happened there?
Yeah, I was actually spectating P5 here because this round was very, very close, and Yeah, I've not seen it, but I've seen it in the past because both were just inside of each other there in the ending. But Sam just with the tiny tad better ending there stays ahead. But I think both will be happy with their performance there. So that's really cool. And also, like, one of the rounds that was a little bit closer compared to the other rounds, which is just cool to see. And yeah, let's go here on to the next map, which is Untamed Heart by Firestorm TM. So also a player that I know. I play with him in the United League, which is unfortunately, yeah, not going that well for us in our team. But hey, it can happen. And one of the longer tracks, and also a track that I would put on, yeah, let's say the harder end effect.
Yeah, this map, I would say as well, like this map from the whole map pack has one of the harder or one of the hardest finishes, especially the risky finish that you, well, want to take if you want to be faster than most of the other players. Well, usually everyone goes for that. But yeah, it's very difficult as you need to have this specific line on the ice, and otherwise if you want to adjust, then yeah, you're gonna have a hard time adjusting because of ice. So it's really important to have this line directly. You can adjust maybe a little bit, but it's going to lose you quite a bit of time. So very important that ending. Might be even worth to put yourself in free cam for that one, because it's a quite open finish to watch. So
yeah, exactly.
if you're feeling like that, it's maybe a good camera to set up. But yeah, besides that, the whole map feels a bit like a TMGL map. Firestorm showing off his well, fast tech part with some dirt as well. So a really mixed map with a lot of different things, but overall very high speeds where you really want to maintain your speed overall.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it's a very high-speed map, and players are naming it, of course. It is looking like a TMGL map, and I mean, the main mapper for the Trackmania Grand League is none other than Firestorm,
Exactly.
pulling in a lot of identities, and therefore he knows what to do, and it's a very, very good map indeed. It's very fast, but this ending, I'm not sure if I can go on the free cam because it goes into full all mode before that, and yeah, well, I mean, let's just go here and see. Oh no, I just clicked on the trophies from Hugo, but let's see what Hugo's doing. Not the best start actually for him, as he finds himself on P8 here, so roughly 0.7 away. But he gives us a very, very good overview over the pack here of the players. Oh, almost hits the wall there. That was very close, but can catch up some places. Oh my god, Hugo, what are you doing? Okay, I think Hugo's dead. He should have gone to the for the respawn, because you can respawn with a lot of speed here. So Hugo's out. Let's see, Hedra is also super far behind. So the 50-pointer will be distributed to either Sam or Rin. Sam with more speed in the ending. Sam with more speed. This can become very handy in the ice section, but Rin will eventually stay ahead. Oh my god, that was so close for Rin there in the ending, but he stays ahead. Sam in second, Diego in third, and then we have Blaster on P4, and haven't seen him. But
yeah, Blaster, another name that I haven't seen either. But yeah, between Rin and Sam was a very close fight. I saw Sam going for the more direct line. Rin had to adjust a bit to make sure that he doesn't end up left of the finish, but still makes it first to the finish. So he's going to get himself the 50 points on the first round of this map. We're going into the second round of map 2 in round 3 of the whole Elity Cup competition. But yeah, Rin again with a good start. Hydra is also there. We also see Hugo, Blasters again, so very good players. Rin seemed to have touched, so he's going to lose a lot. And then we see someone fly even in the air, hitting the checkpoint, so that's incredible. But yeah, Sam currently in third place, following Hydra and Hugo. Hydra and Hugo inside each other, trying to get away from each other. But yeah, Sam actually closing the gap a bit, passing Hydra on the ice, getting over the dirt, jumping on the tarmac, and now we have some high-speed tarmac section who's going to get this drift very well. You see Sam doing it okay, but Hugo actually pushes thing a little bit better. Seems that Hugo doesn't get it. That's such a good dirt line, so Sam actually coming back a little bit. Hugo goes for a different line here, but Sam still has a bit more speed coming closer. Is Sam going to be able to get it? It's all going to depend on the ending. Hugo actually gets the line fine and yeah, is able to finish first. Although that looked like he almost went right of that.
Yeah.
Maybe oversteering a bit, but yeah, that's what you have to do. Like if you see your line is a bit wrong, then you have to adjust very hard just to make that little difference, because yeah, you don't want to miss the finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's either hit or miss. I mean, if you're going for that safe finish, it easily loses you out on 2 seconds. And at this point, I think you're not able, or you cannot do that. I mean, but look how close the server is, actually. I mean, we have Sam in first position ahead of Hugo and Hedra, who are tied. And then there's a 50 points gap between third and fourth. And then there's Dream, of course, on fourth. It's also very good performance by the ESU player. Then Blaster, who went up from, I think, 10th to 5th now on this map. And
Sam full crashing.
Yeah, Sam full crashing, but Rin only on P8 and also Diego only on P9. But then it's super close here between all the players, down to P14 to P8. It's only 30 points, so one good round can decide everything here. And remember it, we only play 3 rounds on this in this round here, or 3 maps on this round. Let's say like that. And I'm currently following Diego, who's up to a good round and is currently sitting on P7. He needs to push it though, or needs to rely on mistakes, make it P6 now. Hugo is in the lead. Blaster not with a good line, so did it Diego not that well, and thus Colejo and Nick Sobi are overtaking him. The ending will decide a lot. Hugo actually falls down tremendously and has to settle down and even like below 10th position. Rin goes for the safe finish, but yes, everyone makes it here. Everyone makes it, and Rin from P1 to P6, but a smart decision by just taking the points. I mean, with a fail, he would have definitely gotten himself way down there. Maybe he didn't get the alignment correctly, so a smart decision by him. Not sure if he would have made it, but hey, he takes the safe 29 points. Tite Jack is getting himself first, Yonel in second, Blaster in third, despite having that awkward transition there. But yeah, Hugo is a bit struggling here.
Yeah, indeed, Hugo making some mistakes. But yeah, we also see a few players not feeling that secure, as we saw, for example, Rin.
Diego.
Yeah, Diego dying? Okay. Yeah, Rin, for example, going for that safe finish. So, I mean, the points are very close, but I also noticed that for example, at some point there was Dream being also high up on the score board for this map. Because I feel like he was driving more safe, but yeah, seems like he made a mistake, I guess, because I don't see him yet in the top 5 anymore. But who failed now?
It was Rin. No, wait. Was that...
Blaster crashing on the outside.
Dude, what is happening here?
Hydra is also behind. Who's first? Okay, Sam is in first place in front of Rin. Rin can do something here. He's not that much behind. Well, it's all gonna depend on the ending. Is Rin going to go for the risky finish? Yes, he does.
Oh, nice.
But Sam gets it first, and Rin has to, well, be happy about those 40 points. Tetiak getting third. We haven't seen Tetiak actually play that well this map, so good for him getting those 38 points. And we see Dream again in well, having also a bunch of points. So I guess Dream, what I was saying is that Dream has been playing a little bit more safe. Not always being in the top, but at least trying to get all of his rounds right.
Yeah.
So not sure if that was the case last round as well, but yeah. He doesn't. Yeah, he's still not in the top 5, but yeah, he's doing probably a good job to make it in the top 8. I mean, that's the goal of all the players, to be able to move on to the next round. But yeah, talking about the next round, we have one more map left, 4 more rounds. Played on Remedy, map by Kisla, a very tech-heavy track. So definitely a map where we're gonna see some good times from Hugo, Sam. I mean, they are
Rin
showing quite good records on the local records on the right side, and also Rin is also doing very well on this kind of map. So yeah, hopefully they're going to be able to keep getting enough points to stay in the top 8, but most likely they will. But still, yeah, nothing is sure yet.
I mean, we can see players who perform pretty well, actually. Nick Sobi, P10, Colejo on P9, and also Rin only sitting there on P8. So a lot has been decided here, and it's super close here. It's P4, 214 points to P10, to 165. So it is a really, really close server, actually. I mean, P9 has fallen a little bit behind here, 21 points, but that's only one good round here, thanks to the point repartition, which is, of course, 50, 40, 38, and then 35 down in 3 intervals, and so on. So this can go either way here, and I think we can have the first upset here, as a player, for example, as Rin, who performed outstandingly well, can go out here on this round. But hey, let's go here with a remedy by Kiesler. I'm gonna follow actually Teteyak here for that first round and see how he's doing. He's playing pretty average, I would say. I think he won one round already, but other than that, I think he didn't really perform. He just performed consistently, right? So it's nice to see that, as he is right now sitting on 4th position. Gets a very, very close drift there. I almost had to release there, but didn't go for it. I think someone made a mistake. I think that was Nezu, or how he was called. As a player who has to risk it here. Yeah, Netsium TM, who had made a mistake there, so he is out on that round. And Tete Jacques is on P number 6. Oh, but makes that mistake. But look how...
Oh, Hugo.
Wait, Hugo? Let's see Hugo.
Hugo, yes, Hugo full crashing on the transition from the dirt to
bonk.
the tarmac. And we have a very close fight in front. We have Sam actually being able to be in front of Hydra. So Sam getting those 50 points. Win also doing very well. I've been spectating him also a bit, but yeah,
Hugo.
He's just... yeah, Hugo making a very big mistake. But yeah, very good for Rin, because Rin is currently not in the same position. He was, or was he? Yeah, no, he was, well, close to being out for this round. I mean, he's in 8th position, so those 38 points will definitely help him to go into a more, well, safe, confident, comfortable position. So good that he moved up a bit. So now he's in 4th place. So yeah, that's what you also mentioned. Like, everyone is really close, and Hugo already making a mistake at the start. Not that good. We also see someone else touching there. Multiple mistakes. Hugo going again for a touch. So that's maybe, yeah, and Hugo has completed that.
Oh no.
So we're gonna see in the front we have Sam versus Hydra fighting very closely to each other. We also have Rin, not that much behind, synchroning P3, giving a good overview of the 2 players in front. Fighting, yeah, that's Sam and Hydra, doing those tarmac turns very well, going very close to them, very tight lines, very high speed, but Hydra is pulling out a little bit. I'm gonna depend on the exit of the dirt, risking that side quite a bit. It's also gonna be about the ending. What's gonna be the ending? Hydra actually has but Sam is snapping him with 200ths of a second. It looked like Hydra was gonna get that one, but Sam has a little bit of a tighter line, getting that finish first, and that was a very close fight between the 2 players. Rin gets third, gets good points, and we also see Umbra or Nick Sobi. Not sure who's the name or what is the team, but
Nick Sobi is the player.
Nick Sobi is the player, and yeah, he's getting 4th. So that's also a name that we haven't seen that much, I think, in top 5.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there down there on P10, and a player who can make it happen, as we have a... Ooh, Blaster is falling behind. He's not blasting it on this track. As well as Yonel. Oh my god. As well as Yonel. So 11 points between Yonel and being eliminated. But yeah, Sam, a player who I've seen, like the first time really noticed him in the Game War Duo Cup, if I recall it correctly. I think he made it to the semifinal. I'm not sure who his teammate was. Maybe the chat can help me there. But a player who's definitely capable of performing at a very, very, at a very high level. Currently sitting or dominating the server by winning both rounds. Hugo, however, after making 2 mistakes, in 1st position. So he wants to redeem himself here as they're the fastest player, but he's only 281 points. So Hugo, one of his struggles is to keep up in rounds mode. I mean, he makes it, but he's a super fast player, has 3 out of the 6 WRs and currently winning this round here with a good ending. Yes, he will do so with 54.17. And then we have Hedra, his teammate, in 2nd. Rin again in 3rd position. Sam in 4th. And yeah, a lot of players followed up by that. We can see who gets himself 32 points. It is Nick Sobi actually on P number 10. So this will come in handy. And I think with that, he will move up to P8, and we have only 1 more round to go. 1 more round to decide who is in the top 8. It is Nick Sorby, currently in 8 points ahead of Colejo, and then Blaster has dropped down to P10.
Oh, that's incredible.
Oh,
for
he's
Nick
not
Sobey because
playing. He's not playing.
Nick Sobey did. Oh no.
Blaster is not playing.
Oh, no,
He's.
Blaster.
Oh no, man. He didn't play.
Ah, that's bad for him. Oh, that's disappointing.
Let's see
Yeah.
Colejo here, or Coleo.
Colejo is currently in 9th position. I mean, 9th position overall. So he needs to do a good round, but he gets a very bad landing there. We see someone also making a big
Hedra.
mistake, taking the safe. It was Hedra. Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah, Colejo trying to come back a bit because he needs to do that because he's currently not in a safe position. But Colejo with a very outside line doesn't look good at all. In the meantime, we have in front, we have Hugo. Hugo is, well, just very far ahead of the rest, so not much competition right there. But Rin is trying to push for it. Rin may be able to snipe Hugo, but not enough. And yeah, Nick Sobey also getting a lot of points. We also see Colejo. Where's Colejo? Okay,
Yeah.
Colejo is missing the finish. Ah, that's bad.
Yeah, he was.
That's not good.
He was behind. Nick Sobey actually, and Nick Sobey clutches it out, but players are not finishing here. What is Yonel doing? Yonel is finishing in PL 11, so he gets himself some points. What about Dream? Dream also finishes here, so he's also safe, but players are struggling here in the ending. So it is Nick Sobey who's capitalizing from that and goes up to P5. So Dream barely in, 9 points. Colejo unfortunately out, as well as Blaster. But still a great performance by them, but that's how it works out. So looking good for them. And unfortunately, yeah, like, not upsets have happened, but players who performed well are unfortunately out. That's how it is. But yes, Sam wins the server, pretty surprisingly actually.
Yeah, Sam with a very good performance. And then, well, if you look down the list, I mean, Sam having like almost 100 points ahead of Hedra this round 3. So that's actually quite incredible. Hedra and Hugo quite close in terms of points. Rin is also, Rin catched up quite a bit because he was all the way in 8th position. So he did a good comeback on the last map, definitely showing off that he's very strong on the tech map. And then Nick Sobey as well. Nick Sobey being in the top 10 before at the start of map 3. So he definitely did a big comeback. So yeah, definitely some players that needed that tech map because of the other 2 maps. I mean, they were quite tough, especially the Firestorm map where you have the ice ending. But also, yeah, I think overall it's not all of the maps were that favorable for everyone, especially also the first map. The first map being the Nixotica map, which has those jumps and stuff where you can lose a lot at the start already. So definitely not a map that is for everyone. But yeah, Sam able to clutch it out, and yeah, same for all the other 7 players. So we're gonna have to sadly say goodbye to Colejo, just barely not making it in, just like 9 points behind Dream. Then we also have Blasters also having quite a bad last map, I would say. Maybe or just was the last round.
It was the last map indeed, yeah.
Last map. Then Diego, Puleto, Mesium, Saber, Flamio, and also Dracomis all having to go home and not making it to the next 4th round. But yeah, the next round is going to be quite interesting.
Yeah, the next one will indeed be interesting. First of all, GG's to the other players. And the next round, we only have 2 servers. So we're going to merge to 2 servers. And then we're going to go back to 4 servers again. So we have determined here our top 32 players. And the top 16 will qualify to the quarterfinal, which will be after that. But yeah, we're going to have another server of that. But only that we have only half the amount of players. So it will be pretty stacked. We can either decide for server 1 or 2 then. And the good thing is we can decide now over Geek. And you can also check out Geek's cast, who's doing an outstandingly well job. A very, very talented and good caster. I'm not sure if he's casting in French or English.
Good question.
Let me actually check here. Is he casting French or English? I'm not sure about that actually. But both of his casts, nonetheless, cast
in
is
English.
good.
That's our cases.
Yeah, then let's go ahead. I mean, you can really check him out. He's a very, very good and talented caster. And yeah, he's casting the other match. So giving some shout out to Geek. who's doing outstandingly well at the moment, concerning his casts and all the things. And yeah, I think with that, we will have round number 4 coming up later. And this will be in 30 minutes. So we have a long break here. It seems that the matches are super, super short. And also for round 4, we only have 3 maps with 4 rounds. And after that,